What's been really interesting to watch is the gradual growth that's existed between Tsimong's partnership with Absa. So this debating challenge began in 2017, where it was a program that took place in Gauteng. And following the success of that, it was expanded in the form of a pilot program in Durban. And the purpose of that pilot program was to sort of test the receptiveness of different audiences and different groups of children around the country. And it was really successful in KZN. And so this year, in 2019, it's been broadened to be a national program. And what's really, really empowering about that, I think, is that nobody gets left behind. And it's been really, really powerful to see from all corners of South Africa, bright young minds engage this. And it's going to be amazing to also see how it continues to impact these kids in the future. We've divided this competition into provincial segments where we go to the provinces, we have debating rounds. The winner who wins in their provincial competition then becomes their representative at the national Absa Debating Challenge finale. So training is twofold. We have a workshop where we talk about the core themes of the topics. So we get learners to engage practical contextual examples of what we mean when we talk about entrepreneurship, what we mean when we talk about readiness for the workplace, what we mean when we talk about the fourth industrial revolution. Because it's important that these concepts don't exist as abstract and learners understand how closely related they are to their realities and how they shape the way that they navigate the world. The second aspect of training is preceded by us empowering learners with a toolkit. So Tsimong has a toolkit, a debating toolkit that they have that outlines the format of debating. And this toolkit through our training is brought alive in that we, through interactive sessions, are able to have learners think about role fulfillment because there's different speakers in a debate. So what each speaker is required to do strategically for their team, how to construct a team case, how to strategically use all of the knowledge that they've amassed through the content training to then create comprehensive debating cases that allow them to critically engage these very, very pertinent issues. And by the time that training has concluded, what you have is a young mind that has the content as well as the strategic framework to apply this and bring it to life in the debating room. And that's how we're able to ensure that learners walk away feeling empowered as far as skills, but as far as content.
So within this competition, I have learned that there's more to the world than what we see. And as a young girl from a township that information doesn't really reach our schools, I was able to learn most of the things that happen within society and the future of our country as a whole. With the Absa competition, I was able to be mobilized within this situation and that my voice actually mattered in the current affairs of the country. And that actually helped me a lot as the leader that I wish to become and the leader that I currently am within society.
So the Absa Ready to Read tournament meant a platform in which I'm able to actually relate to society and see things that are actually happening. I'm able to understand my current affairs. I'm a student in grade 12 that does economics as a subject. And in basic terms, everything I was taught is something I can actually apply to the curriculum, to my examinations and everything I learn in classrooms. The Absa tournament was one that was hugely beneficial for me. My team finally made the semi-finals and yeah, it was awesome.
With regards to this particular competition, I've learned to literally strengthen my mind with regards to how I think, and I've learned to be up and about with whatever that is happening around me, because it's gonna impact me one way or the other. So I've learned to be up and about with regards to the economy, to the education. We've also been taught how to prepare for the fourth industrial revolution, which is something I didn't know about. Now I think I'm kind of ready with regards to that. I'm also grateful for this opportunity. I think it's a great opportunity for Tsimong to bring such initiatives for learners to know about whatever that is happening around the world and also be able to come up with solutions to problems that we are currently facing in South Africa.
So the tournament involved 10 schools with roughly 5 learners each, so that's 50 delegates in total. And Bishops is very happy and proud that we managed to attain the final victory here in the Western Cape. Offers our learners the ability and the opportunity to then head to the finals in Joburg, where they'll compete with the other provinces here. So we're very excited about that and we're grateful for the opportunity. And it's really an honor to be involved with the tournament and to take it that step further.
The Absa National Debating Challenge was an incredible opportunity, not just for people from my background, but for a whole wealth of different backgrounds. So for example, I was incredibly impressed by people debating in their second, even third languages, which must have been incredible. Like, I could never debate in Afrikaans. I don't know how they did it. They did incredibly well. And the skills that I was able to learn, like, really furthered my ideas of what I can do with my voice. And us as the youth having a voice is, I think, an incredible opportunity. And giving us the knowledge that backs that voice up is even more powerful.
I think the tournament offers a really wonderful opportunity for learners in the Western Cape to either get involved with debating if their school isn't currently involved in one of the 3 leagues that we have running in the Western Cape. And then furthermore, I think it's a wonderful opportunity for learners who are already involved in debating to kind of get a more hands-on, tangible experience grappling with economic-specific motions. And I think over the course of this tournament, we've really seen some phenomenal growth amongst all of our learners, and they've really taken the opportunity with both hands, and it's been a wonderful experience for everyone. This tournament also offers a really great opportunity for adjudicators who are currently working within the school circuit to kind of spot out kids who would be really great additions to the provincial squad at the end of the year, the team that we end up sending to South African Schools Nationals, which is happening in Pretoria this year. So personally, as the chairperson of the Western Cape Schools Debating Board, it's given me a wonderful chance to meet some of the kids who I perhaps haven't seen previously or who are entirely new to debating, who would be wonderful additions to our squad.
The Absa tournament organized by the Tsimung organization is a really engaging tournament. It speaks about the economy and the future of the country. We engage in things like the 4th Industrial Revolution and artificial intelligence. It challenges you as a young person to actually be prepared for the future, to know what's going to happen in the future and be educated more and be able to give back to society of this knowledge. It's a great opportunity as a learner to actually be participating in such a tournament because not many people have such a wonderful experience and such exposure to such tournaments and actually be given this opportunity to debate in such a tournament. And debating is something that needs to be considered in society very importantly, especially when it comes to preparing young people for the future.
So I think the tournament has affected us in a positive way in terms of learning about the government and how government should fund rather public schools in terms of fulfilling resources to the schools and maintenance as well. And I think this Absa Challenge is a very good platform whereby we can learn about world economics and entrepreneurship and how our actions or how the entrepreneurs or us rather the youth can actually contribute to the economy as well. So this is a very good platform for us as young learners to actually learn about the world economics and also what's happening around the world as well.
The tournament is so beautiful in the way that it gives such a huge safe space to everyone that exists within it. I think it's one of the best tournaments because of the coaches and the people, and they allow us to be ourselves and to self-actualize in a way that I've never seen before. And so we're able to simply focus on the content and simply focus on engaging and having debates and speaking about things that are important like the 4th Industrial Revolution, not having to worry about things that we normally do have to worry about within the world.
Now, especially that everything's been narrowed down and we've gone through all of the phases of competition, I think that it's going to be a extremely challenging ordeal really, because we are all on the same level, so to speak. We've all qualified through our provinces and we pretty much are people who are supposedly well practiced in debating. I think especially now paired with the fact that we all have a mentor for our team, it's going to be challenging, and especially going throughout the rounds like the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and hopefully eventually leading into the finals. People will get progressively better, and that's a fantastic thing because we'll all be taking really, really great things out of this competition, whether it's a skill set or hopefully a medal. It's going to be challenging.